donna, oh prima donna. Ha, we're apart. Should be smart. I got a girl named Go. Not a damn love me so. Not a damn realize she had a pair of roving eyes. Wow. We dated. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers Ready Roll.
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And you know what this is? This is our second
Power.
Packed Hour. That's where we get phone calls. Jimmy, what's that number?
Call in 866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
All right, and while we were on break, we were talking about some of the stuff coming up. Read it off again, Jimmy, because not everybody got to hear it.
Oh, yeah, let's go jump right back into it. So, yeah, I was pulling up, not only do we have firearms and those cool watches, but there's a few katanas on there, a couple swords on there that are already running pretty good. We got the circa World War II katana sword with metal scabbard up on there.
Yeah, well, we have two that are non-coms and one that's an officer's, and then we have one from the 1400s. So
From the 14, I still can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah,
How neat is that?
That's a long time ago.
That's
It's over 600 years old, and you could buy it and take it home with no paperwork
No
involved.
paperwork. You had that 1908 in there, that cool 1908 with paperwork. Jeez.
By the way, Jimmy is leafing through the catalog as we speak. For those of you who are just hearing us on radio, you could be looking at all this. You could be playing along.
Well, we've got a couple of accuracy arms. We've got the one that's in the 375 Shaytech. What was that called again?
Cadex.
Cadex. That's the company. And that Cadex, it weighs about 45 pounds. It shoots this 375 Shaytech. It's got
Which is a
2-mile bullet.
It's a necked down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a neck down 50 caliber into much smaller. So that makes it legal, number one. But number two, they were smart, and what they did was they put a large rifle primer in it.
Smirt.
So you don't have to use that Godzilla, that hockey puck
$4
primer.
primer. And ballistically, the projectile itself is so ballistically efficient that it is literally a mile and a half. Bite my tongue as I say, potentially a 2-mile capable rifle.
Yeah, so it's just an absolutely amazing firearm, and it comes with the prone bag. So it comes in a bag that you can unzip and lay down to shoot off of.
Everything you need.
Yeah. Then there's another. It comes with the Dillon Big Boy Reloader with dies, so you can. And it comes with a ton of brass and ammo.
Yep.
So this is a complete starter kit.
Yeah, and the bullets are $15 a piece, and with this, you've got everything right there under the.
Yeah, roughly 140 rounds of mixed factory and hand-loaded ammo. So
Yeah, so
dang, you get to take it once you get it. You can take it out.
That Dillon Reloader, all on its own, is over $2,000. So it's quite a package. So we're real excited to see what kind of money that gets. And let's see, what else do we got?
Something that grabbed my eye right now is a custom Terry Tusi.
Oh yeah, Terry Tusi built 1911, custom made. Absolutely, that thing's getting up there. We've got a Diana grade superposed Browning. I think
That's a really nice high-end shotgun.
Oh,
a medium-end shotgun, honestly. Because when one thinks Perazzis and Kriegoffs and stuff.
Oh, which, by the way, for December, we took in 3 or 4 Perazzis this week.
Living right, man.
Well, every one of the Perazzis have extra barrel sets.
That's this good a kit. Let me ask you a question, because we have done the comparos in the past. It's like buying, for me, fine scotch, and those of you who have taken me out to dinner in the past, I appreciate it. But I can't really tell the difference once you get past like a $50 bottle of scotch. God bless you with your $10,000. You're wasting it on me, man. Tell me, is for me the Ne Plus Ultra is something like a Beretta, okay? Something like that. It's a really, really, really good shotgun. Can you really tell the difference between a Perazzi and a Beretta? I know it's a gun show, and I'm not asking you to throw yourself under a bus. Can you?
No.
So That first of all, it does my heart good.
It's not like you're going to J.C. Penney and buying a set of Ted Williams golf clubs, versus
Going to a Roger Dunn and getting fitted.
Yeah, it's not like that. With a Parazzi, it's a piece of art.
Yeah,
and so you're really it's prestige. Because, the very first round of skeet I ever shot, you ready for this? This was at Fish Canyon Range back in the day in Dewarty. And just to be a dick, I went out, you ready for this? With an 1887 lever action Winchester.
Hey now.
I shot a full, and I was 23 out of 25.
With a
lever action.
87. First of all, everybody has to have looked like, I say.
Well, I actually had two people freak out because they thought I had a rifle.
They're like, wait a second.
I would see no reason to disabuse them of that notion, by the way.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, an 1887 Winchester, it's the same gun that Arnold used in Terminator 2. It's a lever action shotgun.
So cool.
Yeah, it's a 12 gauge. It's actually made out of iron. It's not a steel gun, so you have to be careful what you shoot through.
They've made reproductions since that are safe.
They have, yeah, but this was a long barrel. It was a 30-inch. It had been augured out from 2.5-inch shell to 2 3/4. That's why I did it. Yeah, but I used Winchester Featherlights, or the FL8s,
which is even less lead, which makes the shooting even more impressive.
And they go very slow, so I had to
really get in front.
Really lead.
Had to really lead those guys. But I had a blast shooting it. No pun intended.
That gun, when you bring that gun up to your shoulder, you are looking literally right down the barrel.
Yeah.
So if you do your part, I mean, it's a straight shooting gun.
Yeah, and the other thing is there's almost no bead. They had that tiny little thing, and of course it's 100 and something years old, so the years have worn it down even more so.
Trying to find it.
Yeah, it kind of like.
And for anyone out there who thinks they're a badass and they want to lever it like Arnold does, go ahead and find one, try it yourself, and see how your wrist, hands, fingers, and shoulder find out.
Yeah, understand that he was doing that with an aluminum one.
Yes.
Not an iron one.
It's good training for those BB gun competitions that they have.
So I'm going to wrap myself out. The John Wayne flick of the rifle. Of course, Chuck Connors did it too.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm not 6'4". And oddly enough, that front sight coming back up, if you're not careful,
peekaboo,
take a chunk out of your hide.
It did right through my shirt. Took a chunk out of my shirt too.
Yeah.
So I only did that once.
Once.
Well, let me back up. I only did that once incorrectly.
This is like doing giants as a gymnast. Where you spin all. How do you do that a first time? There has to. The learning curve's pretty steep, as you discovered.
Yes, I did, and I still have the scar. Let's get to Mike and Elsa Gunner. How are you, Mike?
Evening, Mike.
Hi, Jeff and Mark and Jimmy. Hi, gentlemen. We're coming up on the 9/11 genocidal Muslim terrorist attack anniversary, so that'll be this Thursday.
Yep.
Will be the 24th anniversary. And over all these years since that terrorist attack, the news media has stopped showing the airplanes, the hijacked airplanes flying into the World Trade Center. They don't want to show anything negative but truthful against jihadist Muslim terrorists. In fact, they want you to think that Israel's a bad guy and the Muslim terrorists are all the angels and all that. Anyway, the worst fight for your life is the one you do not know you are in. And right now, the United States and all Americans and all of Western civilization are in the worst fight for their life. And most Americans do not know that they're in it. And that fight is against two serious existential threats and enemies, and one is the ideology of Marxism, which includes socialism and communism. Socialism includes Nazism as well. And the other is Islam, which is very serious. In fact, Marxism has mass murdered more than 145 million innocent civilians, and it turns out that Islam may have mass murdered even more, but over a period of 1,400 years. The numbers are less available for Islam. And I've read the Quran, which is Islam's highest authority scripture. I've also read Reliance of the Traveler, which is a codification of the Quran into Sharia, which is Islamic law. And you have to codify it in the same way you would codify city ordinances passed by city council into the city's municipal code, because each ordinance it can be an edit, an add, delete, or modify existing text. And the same with the Quran. Muhammad started Islam out being supposedly peaceful and tolerant when he had very few followers and he was very weak militarily. But when he became stronger after Muslims migrated to Mecca, he started changing the Quran to include jihad, offensive warfare against non-Muslims for world conquest. And he added a verse to the Quran, which is Surah or chapter 2, verse 106, which established the Islamic doctrine of abrogation, where whenever there's two conflicting verses in the Quran, the one he added later it abrogates, it nullifies the old one and replaces it.
He'll add one
so
in that's better or
people will cite a few peaceful verses in the Quran and say it's a religion of peace, which is not, and they ignore a whole chapter of jihad verses that were added later. So I want to make it clear that Islam is, like Marxism, it's a supremacist, genocidal ideology for world conquest, to take over the world, and they both want to force their ideology onto everyone else and to basically enslave everyone else. So Islam is an idea. It's actually not just a religion. It's tightly integrated system of religion, of warfare, and of government under Sharia law. And is in the Quran, Muslims must over time conquer the world, and there's only three choices for non-Muslims, and choice is not yours. It's up to the Muslims to decide for you. But the three choices are that they have to either kill or enslave, subjugate, enslave, or convert all non-Muslims worldwide to Islam.
Kill, convert, or pay the jizya. And pay the tax.
We got to wrap it up. We got about 30 seconds.
Pay the jizya. The jizya is the extortion money they make you pay to stay alive and remain non-Muslim. Now, Islam is in complete conflict with and completely incompatible with our Constitution and our Bill of Rights, because in Islam there's no freedom of speech, no freedom of religion. Once you're a Muslim, whether you're born into it or you convert into it, you can never leave Islam. It's like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can never check out.
Sharia law is the most anti-American thing in the world. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah. Other Muslims are supposed to kill you if you leave Islam for any religion or
Apostasy.
No religion at all. And then there's no freedom from slavery in Islam. Islam forever permits slavery, torture, amputations, cutting off a hand for stealing, cutting off a hand and an opposite foot for what they call making mischief in the land, which means preaching any other religion other than Islam. And it includes mass murder, and it's in the Quran that they're supposed to cut off the heads, and for some reason, I don't know why, the fingertips of non-Muslims who will not convert to Islam. And that's why I say it's not a religion of peace. Islam is a religion of pieces when they cut your body parts off.
All right, Mike, we got to go. We're coming up on a break. As always, good talking to you. We'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Okay, everybody, take a breath.
Take a breath for it.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.